What is going on YouTube? Ronald Live coming at you with yet another video, and this is our third update in the COMC Flip challenge. If you're not aware, I'm doing a flip challenge all year long. I started with $1,000 store credit on COMC.com, specifically flipping cards only. I'm not submitting cards to them. I'm only flipping cards that others have submitted to their website. And as you can see by my store credit balance, things are going very, very well. March was actually a very big month to me. I was able to make almost $3,000 in profit this month, including flipping a card that I sold for over $1,000. Not profit, but I sold a card for over $1,000, which is more than I started the year with. Again, I started the year with $1,000 store credit and 0 items in my account for sale. I currently have an asking price on my portfolio of about $10,000, which is a little inflated. Typically, I like to inflate my prices about 20% and then run a 20% off sale. The old gimmick on COMC, your items show up in green and get things moving. Look, they stand out a little more from the crowd and people think they're getting 20% off. So I do inflate my inventory prices just a little bit. This is a screenshot of how my account looked on April 1st. We're going to dive into the nitty gritty in this video. I'm going to talk about all of the sales. I'm going to show you some of the cool cards that I flipped and then show you some of the cards that I currently have for sale on COMC. So we start these videos here on this spreadsheet. One of the great things about COMC is they make it so you can download all of your sales data and also your purchase data. So it is very easy to grab the data that you need off the website just in a spreadsheet form. Just a little bit of parsing is necessary, and you can typically pull up any statistics you want. So shout out COMC, doing a very good thing there. I know there's been a lot of criticism about them in other areas, but I will say my two favorite parts of COMC is number one, the flipping element, and then number two, the fact that I can pull this spreadsheet to provide you guys with data. Now, I know that this looks scary. What we are seeing right now is a copy of every card that I sold for the month of March. I'm actually going to show you picture form of most of these cards, but this is a good place to start the video where I can show you just all of the sales. It looks like last month I sold we scroll all the way down to the bottom of this, 150 cards. The total purchase price paid for all of those cards was $3,549.16. I sold those for $6,311.11, which means that after fees, my total profit for the month of March alone was $2,761.95. Like I said, this is a great list where you can just see it is all in text form. You have your set name, you have what the card was, you have what you bought it for right here in this column, you have what you sold it for, what the transaction fee was. COMC does take a 5% transaction fee. If you're running a promo, they also take an additional 1%. Shows you your acquisition date, your date sold, and then also who bought the item. Now, one thing that I do find interesting right now, I did want to sort this. I like to really dig deep into data. So let's go ahead and sort this by column L really quick. I want to show you guys just how many sales come from eBay on COMC. So all of these sales right here from, let's see, what is this, number 44, all the way down to 93. So about 49 of my 150 sales, about 33% of my sales came from eBay. Now, I find this to be a little bit problematic. If you have looked at COMC's eBay feedback recently, you can see a lot of negatives. They are currently taking about 3 weeks to ship things out on eBay. The growth of the hobby is understandable. We're seeing PSA no longer accepting submissions except for their highest levels. We're seeing SGC raise their prices. So the growth is understandable, but to not be able to ship a single card for 21 days means a lot of those buyers are canceling their eBay purchases. And we're seeing a lot of negative feedback stack up on the COMC account. And this is problematic, and it's actually really scary, because if these sellers are canceling their sales, does that mean that COMC is going to be returning those canceled sales back to the original sellers who did nothing wrong? So that's something that I'm keeping a trend on. I'm keeping an eye on, really hoping that we don't see that and that COMC resells these cards themselves. I would hate to see this giant wave of, all of these sale prices right here, including my big one of 1,175. I would hate to see all of these come back to my COMC account. I think it would be very problematic, and I think you'd hear quite the uprising from sellers on COMC if cards were to be returning to their portfolio from eBay buyers who have canceled. So really hoping that is not the case, but it is something to definitely be concerning that 1/3 of my sales were coming from eBay, and as we know, eBay buyers typically tend to be the ones who want things in gem mint condition when they're raw. You get a lot of those questions, you know, how are the edges? How are the surface? I only buy gem mint cards, which is just silly. But you get a lot of those people. You get a lot of people who, if you don't ship for 2 days, want to know where their card is, or if the mail's slow, want to know where their card is. So the eBay buyers, from my experience, are typically some of the most difficult to deal with. You know, they just want things a certain way. And so I'm really watching that. I'm really hoping that I don't see a wave of returns, but that is something to consider in this flip challenge, because if those cards come back, that means the store credit will leave my account. I don't want to get blindsided by that, so if anybody at COMC is watching, I would encourage you to do the right thing. Just either eat those or resell them yourself, because as sellers, we've done nothing wrong, and definitely something concerning, so I want to get that out of there. All right, so we've seen this screen. We've seen that I made $2,761 profit. Now let's take a look at how I got there. So here we are on the sales data page. This tells me by month how much I've sold. If you've missed any of the older videos in the COMC Flip Challenge, you can go back and see those. You can see in January, I started off making $2,040 in sales. February, I basically doubled that at $3,700. And in March, I smashed it with 3,000 more, selling almost 1/3 more cards than the previous month. So momentum is definitely rolling right now. It is rolling big time, and we are just going to keep it up. If I click into March and make this just a little bit smaller, there we go, I can show you guys all of the cards that I sold. We'll talk about some of the better ones. We'll sort it by sale price. Now, I did say that I sold a $1,000+ card, and it was the iconic 2008-2009 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant. This was a card that I only held for a few days, and I thought about buying it for the PC. If you look closely in this picture, you can tell the outline on the Lebron is a little off, and it is a little off center. So I just decided to sell it. Maybe down the line I'll be able to pick up a better one. But this was a card, as you can see, I paid $750 for it on the 19th of March. I sold it on the 24th of March via eBay for $1,016 after fees. Was by far my top sale of the year, eclipsing that Juan Soto Pro Debut Red from last year where I made about $500, or last month where I made about $500 profit. Look at some of these other top sales. I paid $275 for a Fernando Tatis rookie X-Fractor from Topps Chrome. Sold that for $400, got $375 when it was all said and done. Held that card for about 6 days. Very popular insert right here, Dunk and Go Nuts, Vince Carter. The little edge wear on that one, I paid $100 for it. I got $247, held that card for 8 days. This Blake Griffin showed up and recently added. I knew I needed it. This was before he went over to the Nets. But just a very rare 13-14 Prism Target Red 5 of 5. I paid $40 for it from the recently added section. Sold it the same day for $237, almost $200 profit right there. 1999 Upper Deck Game Jerseys Griffey, one of the first jersey cards ever made. Bought that for $25 from recently added. Sold it for $213 the same day. This one took a flyer on it, and it paid off. Cristiano Ronaldo, a 2004 UK Traditions World Stars card. I paid $140 for it. Took the easy money at $190 the same day. Again, you guys are seeing a lot of these same day flips. This one, the Conor McGregor 2018 Topps Chrome Diamond Parallel. Paid $90 for it. Sold it for $190 in 12 days. Jason Witten 101 2010 National Treasures. Came up, it was like $40. $45. Sold it for $152. Took 12 days, 14 days right there. Miggy autograph, paid $116, got $135, just some quick profit there. I saw a little bit of meat left on the bone. 2000 Topps Chrome PSA 10 Derek Jeter 54 to 104. This DK, so I made a mistake on this DK Metcalf. I had it mispriced when I ran a sale. I like the card, not my particular favorite. I am a huge DK Metcalf fan. Paid $100 for it, sold it for $101. So I mispriced it, but that's okay. It happens from time to time. I wasn't in love with the card. These are cool. I sold a pair of these 2011 Topps American Pie Kanye West interrupting Taylor Swift. Pop culture cards just kind of blowing up right now. So I paid $60 for one and I paid $60 for the other. I sold one for $91 and one for $83. So quick profit on a card that if you saw it in a quarter bin, maybe you just wouldn't think twice about it. And I was like, nope, there is some profit to be made there. This Taco Fall rookie patch booklet from Opulence, I paid $50 for it back on the 11th of February. I sold it on the 3rd of March. Bought it for $50, sold it for $90, easy profit. You go down this list, I flipped a Jordan from $50 to $85 on the award winner sticker. I think that's the sticker, or the hologram, excuse me. Luke Skywalker, some quick money to be made on this one. It is a PSA 4, 1977 Star Wars Wonder Bread Luke Skywalker. I paid $14 for it. Sold it one day later for $76. I know my Pokemon stuff. Umbreon First Edition. Bought it for $19, sold it for $68 on the same day. Courtside Kyrie Irving, paid $45, sold it for $67 in 12 days. I was a little sad to sell this one. Definitely on this Steph Curry coming up if we can get it to load. This Steph Curry Silver from 15-16 Prism. Bought it for $40, sold it for $60. Probably could have held out for a little bit more money, but we'll just sell it. Kevin Newman, PSA 10, Rookie Green, 30 to 60. You can just go down this list. Don Mattingly, 40 to 60. 41 to 60 on a Mitchell Robinson Choice Red, PSA 9. Jason Tatum, PSA 10, $30 to $57. Love that card, but we gotta flip it. Vucevic, this was a card that sold immediately after the trade. This is a 1 of 10 Vucevic from 12-13 Brilliance. Bought it for $39, sold it for $57. Quick profit right there. Come down here, let's find some of these big ROI flips, shall we? $2.75 for a Christian Wood. This was from the NBA premium box set. You got a 5-card pack in there as well as a complete set. The greens were one of the parallels. Paid $2.75, sold it for $46. Paid $3 for a Rui Hachimura Downtown from this year's Prism Draft. Sold it for $45. Look at some of these. This one's crazy. Maybe a misprice. Paid 75 cents for a Lugeon Dortz rookie ticket. Sold it for $41. Easy sell right there. 14 to 38 on a 1997 Wade Boggs International Refractor. Just a popular baseball set from the late 90s. 1997 Bowman Chrome. So that's always a popular card. Come down this list, you can just kind of see the sales. Made some money on a card nobody would think to try to flip. Kenny Golladay Pro Bowl Mosaic. No Huddle Gold to 10. I paid $12 for it. I sold it for $33. Probably a Golladay super collector out there. Made some money on a Carson Edwards, 20 to 30. Pokashevsky, I regret selling this one. Paid 20, sold it for 30. We can keep going down this list. Paid $7.50 for this purple My House LeBron. Sold it for $28. Doubled up on this Joe Burrow Silver, which from Phoenix, now a $600 hobby box. Very shocked that these only sell for like $30. You can just keep coming down this list. A lot of double ups. This Prime Patches, Donovan McNabb, paid $10, sold it for $23. This Lou Holtz, same thing. Not too many cards out there for Lou Holtz, so I grabbed it for $12, sold it for $23. A lot of these are just weird, you know, going back to the American Pie set, a Kurt Cobain card. Paid $10 for that, sold it for $22. The list goes on. Picked up this Darius Baisley to 75 rookie from Hoops for $2. Probably could have got more for it, but I'm okay with 10x selling it for $20. $4 to $20 on a Zach Ertz checkerboard. These are from the Gravity Feeds from Prism from 2020. Come down this list, another Luke Skywalker. This one is in horrible condition, as you can see. Paid $11 for it, sold it for $19. Ronald Acuna from 2020 Finest. Paid $8, sold it for $19. Keep coming down this list. Just random cards. A lot of eclectic mix, as you can see, where I'm just making double ups, just making a little bit here, a little bit there. Dwight Howard, bought it for $12, sold it for $15. I'll take $3 on just a random card. Held that for about a month, though, so maybe I could have put that $5 somewhere else that was a little bit better. Coming down this list, you just see that I live in this $8 to $12, $8 to $15 range, 7 to 13 right here on a Tom Brady fireworks bought by my dude G. So he wanted that one. You can just kind of see, just kind of living in that range right here, selling a Surfing Pikachu, taking easy $3 profit, a Rondo 4 up to 11. These Rondos are actually pretty cool, these turkey white sets, although these shorts that he's wearing, I don't know about those. This card, I wish I would have kept it. I do regret selling this one. Let's see if we can get it to load. It is a E-Tops card. It is cards that never were. I don't think it's going to load. I think might be having a little bit of trouble. But you can kind of see a thumbnail there. It is that 52 design of a Joe DiMaggio, a card that never was. It is a chromium card. We aren't going to get it to load, unfortunately. Paid $5, sold it for 11. Come over here to the final page. Some low dollar stuff. You can see if some of these load. But Kevin Garnett, you know, $6 to $10. Just some quick profits on all of these cards. Looks like COMC is having a little bit of server trouble. No shock there. Been having server trouble as long as I've been on the service. But you can just kind of see $1 to $7 on a Bo Bichette mini. Just kind of living in that range, trying to double up. Now I want to show you, now that I've shown you most of these sales, I do now want to show you some cards that I currently have for sale in my portfolio. And so to wrap up the video, I do want to show you some of the cards that I have available in my COMC account right now. These are cards that I have purchased that others have submitted to COMC. Again, I am not submitting any of my own cards due to their processing delays. I don't just want to keep adding on to their pile of backlog. It kind of surprises me that COMC has not suspended all but their elite and auction services. If I was running a COMC, I would probably have suspended all services months ago. I don't think they're going to be able to catch up in the current climate. We are seeing PSA now, once again, like I talked about earlier, PSA suspending their services. And I would like to see that out of COMC. But instead of them running these hockey events and running these eBay events, pressing for even more items coming in, I would like to see them pump the brakes a little bit and try and catch up on their backlog. I think their employees would definitely benefit from not just having no light at the end of the tunnel as well with the amount of incoming and outgoing cards right now on their marketplace. Let's take a look at some of these cards again. Because I am up over the $1,000 starting capital that I started the year with, all of these cards are free roll to me, technically. We've had 3 good months so far. So that means that all of these cards are worth $0 to me because I have that $1,000 that I started with. I actually have about $1,500 store credit right now. Am looking to buy. I always like to keep about $600, $600 to $800 store credit on hand in case those big deals come along, like that Juan Soto Pro debut that I bought last month, or like the Kobe Chrome that I sold that I showed you guys. But let's take a look at some of these. The biggest card in my portfolio, going to be the Ronald Acuna BGS 9.5 prospect ticket. It is from Panini, which means that it does not have logos on it. It is minor league, but paid a good price for this. I will tell you guys the prices when these cards sell, but I paid a really good price for it. I think I'm going to make some good profit on that one, looking for 400 or so on it. This Dominique, I also think I'm going to make a ton of good profit on it. It does have a damaged case, you can see up there. But it is a BGS 9 from the Slam Dunk Contest. It is an oversized card, a 5x7. But it's a 9 from, 1985. So I think we're going to be able to sell that one. Ja Morant to 49. Hoops Premium Stock Blue Flash. Have a Kobe Threads PSA 10. I think that's an easy sell. I've been talking about it a little bit. Panini Baseball, I think, is going to start ticking up. We saw the price of Don Russ Hobby Boxes from 2021 jump. So this Bo Bichette is a great card. I'm in at a great price. Numbered to 10, really nice patch there. Really bold auto right there. Grabbed a 1819 Select LeBron James to 299 light blue. Big fan of Christian Yelich right now. I think I'm going to make some solid profit on him. I'm going to take an L on this Brady, actually. I bought this during a Super Bowl run. Did not notice how off-center the card was, so I think I'm going to end up taking a slight L on that one. The price of these cards have come down a little bit. But that's okay. That'll be one of my first L's of the year. PSA 10 LeBron. You can see I'm buying a lot of LeBrons lately. PSA 10, this is a 2018 Revolution Liftoff die cut. Very hard to gem out any die cut cards. Also, with PSA suspending services right now, I think that bumps most PSA 9s and 10s on up. 0809 Dwayne Wade orange border. That's not from the Chrome set. This Jalen Hurts I got at just a great price. So that should probably be an easy flip. Sabonis Hoops rookie to 25, just a nice card. I don't know what I was thinking right here, grabbing this Andy Dalton 1/1 from Contenders. I think I paid, I have it up for 100. I think I paid 80 for it. I don't know what I was thinking. Just saw a 1/1 Dalton. Thought it looked cool. Not a fan of Dalton at all. Michael Jordan from Finest. I have a Torkelson. I have a Dirk to 5 from 1718 Totally Certified. I still have that Kendrick Nunn that I showed you guys last month. That is the first off-the-line pink swirl debut to 11. Grabbed a Hulk Hogan rookie from 1985. PSA 10 debut Kobe White. Another Nunn right there. Bo Bichette refractor should be a quick seller. A lot of people really high on this particular Kobe right now. It is the Crusade from 1314 Crusade. A lot of people like it because the background kind of looks like wings. So should be able to flip that one. PSA 9 LeBron from Optic. This is the the second Lakers LeBron Optic. A lot of people really like that card. Some Mark McGuire, my MPJ. Juan Soto to 5 from Chronicles. I got a Mike Trout PSA 9. Again, I'm big on PSA 9s right now with PSA shutting down for the next few months unless you want to pay them $300 or $600. I think most 9s are going to go up a bit. I have a Devontae Graham Silver Prism. Picked up this LaVisca at an absolute steal. This is the Neon Green Pulsar Auto. Mike Trout Toys R Us parallel. You just don't see a lot of these purple parallels. So you don't see a ton of them. I know it looks like COMC is going to have that image issue again, unfortunately. I have a Shaq from 96-97 Chrome. Cool Griffey right here. If I never sell that card, I do not care because I love that card number to 3500 from 1997. More MPJ, more Bo Bichette, more Steph Curry. Kind of living on those players that are quick sells. Got a Joey Bart from Platinum, numbered to 10. Not like a super, I guess we're not going to have images for the rest of the video. Not a super awesome card by any stretch of the imagination, but it is an auto numbered to 10. So Joey Bart, great catching prospect for the San Francisco Giants. Got some Prism stuff here. Got a Matthias Thybulle to 125, a Brandon Clark Donruss Optic Fast Break Signatures. Kevin Durant to 88. Durant stuff really on the move lately. Have a Lindor from Definitive. He just signed that huge deal. Coming down on some of the other stuff that I have for sale in my port, Hunter Renfroe. Still big on him. Got Chris Bryant. This is actually one of my favorite cards. Hopefully we can get the image to load, and of course we can't. It is numbered to 76, but the numbering on it is 17 of 76, 1776. So as soon as somebody sees that number and is a Chris Bryant collector, I have zero doubt that that card is going to sell. Just some more stuff. A Tatum rookie, Kyra Lewis Jr. rookie. Grant Hill. I paid $20 for a Grant Hill autograph from Timeless Treasures, which seems like a crazy price. I have more of those Luke Skywalkers. I was big on that Star Wars when the Wonder Bread Star Wars from 77 in particular. Just a good set to be buying. Seems to sell really well. LeBron Silver Prism from Premium Stock. Jaren Jackson to 149 from Chronicles, 1819. Reggie Wayne auto to 10. He just does not sign too much. PSA 10 Griffey right there again. If I never sell it, PC for life. Jaleel Okafor. I have a number 24 Drew Brees. My dude PJ. You guys know I like PJ. Just an eclectic mix of stuff. You guys know that I really like to sell stuff in that $20 range. Let's see if we can go to page 2 and see some of the lower dollar stuff that I have. I think the images are going to be a little bit slow to load, unfortunately. All right, and so here is the rest of my portfolio now that we have the images loaded. I'm not going to spend too much time on these pages. As you can see, a whole lot of stuff in the $20 range. Trying to flip this Pamela Anderson, again, pop culture. Spicy P, Pascal Siakam to 42. Tyler Hero to 125 from Prism Draft. All of those should definitely sell. Some LeBron, some weird Tim Tebow stuff. Some Kobe, some A-Rod, 99 Thunder. I just love this insert set. Just a cool set. That old 1999 flip phone. Trying to sell some Dragon Ball Z. I've got a little bit of racing stuff in there, a little bit of soccer, some more Star Wars. I don't know why I have this. I think I paid $7 for this Greg Oden. Sure, why not? It's just funny money on COMC till you cash it out. I got the Starlight at a good price. Most people don't know these Starlights from Illusions are a super short print. Just a lot of weird stuff as you get down here. Just an eclectic mix of things that have popped up and recently added. A Jeff Gordon rookie card. Just an eclectic mix of stuff as you get down here. Mike Trout, Mr. Cartoon. I'm probably going to end up losing money on that one. Again, people have it priced lower than me, unfortunately. That's okay. Win some, lose some, right? And as long as you're winning more than you're losing, you're going to do okay. Get down here. I have 400 cards for sale. As this series goes on, it's just going to grow, so I'm not going to be able to show you everything. If you want to see the cards that I have for sale currently, I will have the link to my port in the description. Everything, again, I am flipping, trying to make profit on it. Most of this low dollar stuff, I don't have a ton of room on it. I'm just looking to make a few bucks here, a few bucks there. Keep the wheels moving on the flip challenge. Got some Alexa Bliss stuff. Some Shayna Baszler, just testing the waters on WWE stuff, seeing if that stuff is going to start to move, kind of like the NASCAR stuff and the golf stuff. Just to show you guys a quick overview. Final page, just some very low dollar stuff here, some Pokemon. You guys know what it is. All right, let's go back to the page to end it. Let's go back to the bangers to end the video. That is going to do it for me today. I'm going to keep moving the flip challenge on. Very excited with the amount of profit I've been able to intake, but I do think there are some choppy waters ahead on COMC. Again, those eBay negatives are a very, very cause for concern with me. I'm hoping we don't see an influx of returns come back to the sellers. You know, we haven't done anything wrong. That's just COMC not being able to ship those in a timely manner and people expecting their cards as quick as possible. But otherwise, the flip challenge is going well. As you can see, everything in my portfolio is free. I have more money than I started the year with. So I'm doing my part to flip cards, just owning the hobby, trying to own it, trying to get better, trying to learn some stuff in soccer and hockey. As you can see, I don't have too many soccer and hockey cards. Really trying to learn areas of the hobby, some vintage as well. That I haven't really dabbled in the past. A lot of people are getting smart to the flipping game, especially on COMC. A lot more competition these days. You know, as we have new collectors learning new things daily, I love it. So I love it. It keeps me on my toes. I'm really happy with the challenge at where we're at after the first quarter of 2021. I'm going to keep rolling with it and seeing where we can end at the end of the year, because right now I have zero clue where I'm going to end at the end of the year in terms of total profit. At the end of the year, I do intend to sell my portfolio. Everything in one shot in a port sale. We'll end up with a final store credit number, and maybe we'll start again next year. Already starting to think about what next year's flip challenge looks like, but full steam ahead in this one. Thank you guys. I know this is not a rip video. I know this is a video for the sports card nerds out there who really like to dive deep into the financials of trading cards. We'll get back to a regular opening video tomorrow, but again, this is part of the challenge series, so thank you. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you are new here. Would very much appreciate it. That's going to do it for me today. You can hit the join membership on the channel as well if you want access to those 2 additional series. You're going to get Run Good Uncut, which are rips that did not make it on the YouTube channel, as well as the TVMA Run Good, where I use some spicy clips and I say a lot of bad words and have a lot of fun, kind of uncensored, uncut. Very, very fun. That's going to do it for me today. Take care, stay safe, and deuces.